In today's video, we are going to be looking at the new mythic bosses, weapons, abilities, all the new mythic medallions, map changes, and much more that everyone seems to be overlooking. So make sure to stick around. You guys do not want to miss any of these amazing new mythic weapons coming in Season 3. And of course, if you guys want to be gifted any of the brand new skins dropping into the shop or the Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass, all you have to do is drop a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, and leave your epic usernames down in the comments below so I can add you and send you the gift. And a giant shout out to everyone using code NERPAH1 in the item shop. You guys are legends, so thank you so much for all the support. So first things first is the new mythic bosses getting added to the Fortnite Season 3 island that will allow us to obtain these new mythic weapons, force abilities, and mythic medallions. And the first mythic boss that was confirmed by data miners according to Fortnite's files is none other than General Grievous, which personally I think is one of the coolest villains in all of the Star Wars universe. It was also confirmed that he will not be a part of the Season 3 Battle Pass, but will be coming out as his own standalone skin and bundle in Fortnite shop at some point during Chapter 6 Season 3. So on top of being a mythic boss, you guys will also be able to buy his skin and use it. But it was found by data miners that General Grievous will be located on the island as a mythic boss, and unfortunately we don't know what his force ability mythic is going to be, but considering that General Grievous is known as the one person that is able to wield more than one or two lightsabers, there is a good chance that his mythic medallion and force ability is connected to allowing us to hold extra loot, since he is one of the only villains that carries more than two lightsabers at once. And I think this would be a super useful ability for Season 3. With all the new mythic weapons and abilities that we're going to be covering in today's video, the loot pool is going to be stacked with overpowered items. For our second mythic boss, it is confirmed going to be General Palpatine, which is one of the upcoming Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass skins as well. He can also be seen featured on the official Season 3 key art. And of course, it was also confirmed that Palpatine, along with his mythic lightsaber, is going to be dropping a lightning force ability, which is most likely going to allow you to shoot lightning at enemies within a set distance. Probably going to be more of a short to medium range. Will probably auto lock on enemies. And of course, this is because he is one of the only Siths and villains in all of the Star Wars universe that is able to use lightning out of his hands as one of his force abilities. So this is going to be super useful. The only thing I'm unsure of is whether or not lightsabers are going to block this electricity and be able to redirect it like they did in the films when Mace Windu almost killed Palpatine. Of course, before Anakin walked in and changed everything in the Star Wars universe. You guys are fans of the movies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now for our third and final mythic boss getting added at the start of Season 3, it is confirmed going to be our original mythic boss that we've seen in prior Star Wars collaborations, and that is none other than Darth Vader. And this is mainly due to the fact that Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3's entire island was already revealed to us by Fortnite themselves over on Twitter a few days ago. And as you guys can see, one of the brand new points of interest is literally known as Vader's Samurai Solitude, which is most likely where this new Darth Vader mythic boss is going to be roaming around for us to fight. And unfortunately for us, the other mythic bosses, Palpatine and General Grievous, we do not know where they will be located, but considering there is 4 new points of interest at the launch, there's probably going to be one of them at each of these new POIs, with a potential for some of the other NPCs and henchmen that we're about to showcase will be featured at the other ones where mythic bosses are not. And as of right now, those are the only 3 confirmed mythic bosses, along with their own mythic weapons, force abilities, and medallions set for Chapter 6 Season 3, at least confirmed in the files right now. But it is worth noting that Fortnite Season 3 is going to have 4 major downtime updates taking place across the 35-day long season, which Fortnite, luckily for us, gave us the blueprint and outline for all of these updates. There is going to be one on May 8th, May 22nd, May 29th, and finally on June 7th when the end of the season live event takes place. So although there's only 3 mythic bosses for now, with so many updates taking place in such a short span, we are set and primed for Fortnite to probably add more mythic weapons, bosses, and abilities throughout these updates throughout Season 3, which is good news for us, as that'll just give us more content and cooler items to use. Also, make sure to add us on Snapchat for more giveaways, daily news, and special item shop gifting. And just like it was revealed in the Season 3 teaser trailer, with Captain Phasma and a new variant of Mandalorian also coming out in Chapter 6 Season 3 as new Battle Pass skins and item shop skins, it was also confirmed that the Mandalorian original mythic weapons from way back in the Chapter 2 days are also going to be making their return into the loot pool for Season 3, which of course is going to be Mandalorian's Mythic Jetpack and the Ambin Sniper Rifle, which was actually a very unique but overpowered mythic that a lot of people kind of overlooked back in the day. So those are going to be returning into the loot pool along with the Mythic E11 blasters and the Wookiee Bowcaster that again were a part of the original Star Wars collaborations, and it seems like almost all of the original Star Wars lightsabers and mythics are going to be returning in this collaboration season, but with the added mythic bosses, force abilities, and new mythic weapons that we just covered earlier in the video. It was also confirmed by data miners that along with 3 mythic bosses, we are also going to be getting 5 different types of henchmen that are probably going to be scattered around and found at all of the 4 brand new points of interest, which does confirm that if we are getting 5 types of henchmen, there's going to be a bunch of different factions and different little parts of the Star Wars universe scattered around the island, and this also confirms that where these henchmen and mythic bosses are located, which is the new point of interest, there's probably going to be some type of vault system, because Fortnite usually only adds henchmen when vaults and mythic keycards are involved, which is great news because I think we can all agree that obtaining mythics and getting bonus loot from mythic vaults by taking out the bosses and getting keycards is probably the most fun way of obtaining mythics, and it usually makes these points of interest hotter drops, which just gives us more action and more things to look forward to in the Season 3 gameplay additions coming in the new update. We're also going to be getting 6 interactable NPCs that aren't going to be mythic bosses, but you will be able to go and talk to them, get special dialogue, and of course, they will be selling different versions of exotic weapons and new weapons getting added to the loot pool, which luckily for us, a part of the Season 3 teaser trailer, it was confirmed that we are going to be receiving a brand new pistol, a brand new submachine gun, and finally a new assault rifle as well, along with all of these new Star Wars mythics and abilities. And since we are on the topic of mythic weapons and loot pool changes happening in Chapter 6 Season 3, it is worth noting, in case you guys were unaware, that we're also receiving 2 brand new vehicles, the first of which is an X-Wing, which will be a flyable plane allowing you to drive along with 3 other teammates standing on the wings. So this is going to be very similar to the original plane added way back to Fortnite in Chapter 1 Season 7, but of course with a Star Wars twist being the X-Wing. We could also see this parked and featured at some of the new points of interest that Fortnite have revealed to us via these teaser images, giving us an early look at some of the new points of interest coming in Season 3's map changes. And our second new vehicle is going to be another flying plane, which is going to resemble a TIE Fighter. The only difference between these two is that the TIE Fighter will only allow you to fly with 1 teammate on the wing, since it doesn't have nearly as much room, but both of these are going to be plane vehicles, great for mobility, and they're most likely going to have some type of built-in firing weapon that you can use to shoot enemies, which is going to be really awesome. And I feel like these planes flying around along with lightsabers, all the Star Wars points of interest, mythic weapons and abilities, it's just going to have a really good Star Wars vibe, and I am very excited to see how the gameplay feels with all these loot pool changes happening next season. With all that being said, that is all I got for you guys in today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and let me know down below, out of all the new mythic weapons, bosses, abilities, and medallions, which ones are you guys looking forward to the most in our Season 3 update?